What is going on, guys? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys a Monday NBA edition of my DFS podcast. We have 6 games on the main slate tonight. A couple of questionable guys I will talk about that are going to make a difference for sure. But there's already a lot of good value out there. We also have the national championship for college football between Georgia and TCU. I will be offering cash and GBP single game lineups for that game for both FanDuel and DraftKings. So we got quite a night to look forward to. Give this video a like. Make sure you're subscribed. Let's have a great NBA night here. Yesterday we got kind of fucked with Kevin Durant and Bam Adebayo both getting hurt in that game. It was late in the game and they were both already playing bad, but they didn't carry much ownership, so we got kind of screwed there. And then NFL Week 18, no comment. Just no comment. Looking forward to the playoffs. So for point guard tonight, we still have Vassell out for the Spurs, and Keldon Johnson left last game with a hamstring injury. He was like 90% in cash games, and he didn't come out after halftime with a hamstring injury. Didn't make shoot around today. He's labeled as quote unquote questionable. I'm going to say that's more doubtful. I don't expect him to play tonight. Even say he does play, which he won't. Tre Jones is still a good play. He's a great play with both of them out, both Vassell and Keldon Johnson. 6,200. Price hasn't really moved. He's been like a 6K guy all year. He averages 30 fantasy points. He is just a staple in cash game lineups today. They could get absolutely destroyed by the Grizzlies, especially if Ja Morant's in. And that's the other bit of questionable news that we do need to pay attention to. The Spurs and Grizzlies game is the most important. It is at 8 o'clock, so hopefully we get that news before lock. We got Ja Morant and Steven Adams questionable. They were saying that Ja Morant's thigh injury doesn't seem serious, and there's a decent chance they were just holding him out last night because they had a back-to-back tonight. Wouldn't be surprised if he ends up playing tonight, but if he's out too, you're looking at both Jones's brothers in this game. Tre Jones on the Spurs and Tyus Jones on the Grizzlies, like we saw last night. Then if Steven Adams is out, Jaren Jackson's already a great play. He's a defensive machine, gets so many steals and blocks. But if Adams is out, Xavier Tillman would probably become the best cheap value play on the board tonight. We saw him play over 30 minutes last night in Steven Adams' absence, and he played really well. So this Spurs and Grizzlies game, we definitely want to keep an eye out on heading into lock later tonight. Shooting guard, I like Malcolm Brogdon. Marcus Smart is out tonight. He had a bit of a collision against the Spurs, against his knee. It's a contusion, which is a good thing. Could have been a lot worse, but he's out tonight. Look for the guards like Derek White and Malcolm Brogdon to step up here. I don't expect Peyton Pritchard to really see any minutes. That Malcolm Brogdon offseason signing really kind of just put Peyton Pritchard in his grave. Made the team so much better. In my opinion, the Brogdon signing was the best offseason addition out of any team. Fits the Celtics perfect. He'll still be coming off the bench, most likely. Maybe not. I don't know. If he's starting, he's an automatic play. I still think he's going to see 30 minutes tonight. He saw extra minutes in that second half when Smart went down. 28 minutes, 36 fantasy points. Both Brogdon and Derek White balled out against the Spurs. Derek White had 11 assists. Brogdon had 7 assists. These two guards, they're going to be used tonight against the Bulls. They're at home. I expect him and White to each see around 30 minutes. You could get away with picking both of them, I think. Marcus Smart plays 32 to 35 minutes a game. That's a lot of extra time and usage going to Brogdon and Derek White. So definitely be looking at these Celtics guards when making your lineups tonight. Small forward, even if Ja Morant plays, Desmond Bane's a good play. He's their number 2 offensive weapon, and he looks fully back from his injury. Played 30 minutes last game. He fouled out. I'm pretty sure he fouled out. Maybe not. I don't know. But he still went off. 24, 6, and 9. Now, we don't expect him to get 50 fantasy points, but if Ja Morant comes back, it's not going to cut him off too much. He needs 34 to hit value tonight. He's averaging 35 on the year. He still looks like a really strong play if Ja Morant plays. Obviously, if Ja Morant's out, we're looking at like 4 Grizzlies in our cash game lineups again. But regardless, as of the early afternoon, me expecting Ja Morant to be in the game tonight, I still think Desmond Bane is a strong play at 6,700. Power forward, I really like Wendell Carter. 6,300, it's a very fair price on him. He needs 31 fantasy points to hit value. He has an A-plus matchup against the Kings, has a huge over-under in this game. I don't expect it to be a blowout. Carter's playing 30 minutes, maybe a little bit more tonight with the day off yesterday. And he didn't even have the last 2 games he played. Actually, not only did he not play average, he played bad. I was watching him. I was following the game logs on these games. He still got 27 in both of those games. He did not play well. He didn't shoot well from the field. It's going to take a lot for him not to get to 30 fantasy points. So that just makes him a strong play. If PrizePicks has his fantasy score prop tonight, I haven't looked at PrizePicks yet, but if they have his fantasy score prop around 28 to 30 tonight, I'm most likely going to be hammering it. I really like this play for Wendell Carter. 30 minutes in 3 straight games. And he does a little bit of everything. Not a huge defensive guy, but a nice rebounder. And again, this is a fantastic matchup against the Kings. Huge over-under. This is a really, really good play. He's center and power forward eligible on FanDuel. Then for center, Jakob Poeltl is probable tonight. 6,400 is a good price on him. Again, with presumably no Keldon Johnson tonight and Vassell already being out. We saw Poeltl absolutely eat last game. Got the day off against the Celtics. Should be good to go here tonight. I expect him to see 26 to 30 minutes, and he is a definitely an above average point per minute center. He can really rack it up in, not a lot of time on the court. He's going to see more usage tonight. We saw him go 11, 16, and 7. 3 blocks, 2 steals. He did a little bit of everything. That was like a mini Nikola Jokic game right there for Jakob Poeltl. You look at him. I also like Mitchell Robinson. He's like the same price. He's, I think, 6,200. He's been playing good minutes. The Bucks might go a little smaller after Brook Lopez, off the bench with Bobby Portis. So I do expect Mitchell Robinson to still play, upper 20s in minutes, maybe 30, and he can also fill it up. He's a great rebounder. So a couple of guys you should be looking at in the middle tier at the center position tonight. That'll do it for this video, guys. Like the video, make sure you're subscribed, and let's get after it tonight. This slate's looking pretty good. I think we can take advantage of all this value, and definitely keep your eye out on the injury news in that Memphis game. Until next time, I am the FD Guru, and I'm signing off. See ya.